Hey, assistant coach, how are you guys doing? It is me, CaniSports, and welcome back to a new episode of the Liverpool Career Mode. Guys, if we could smash over 2,000 likes, that would be incredible. But let's get this one started with the question of the day. Jordan Henderson, should he be playing more? And 1,067 of you have voted so far. 886 have said yes, the former captain should be back into the team. And I will tell you my opinion on this one. I completely agree with you guys. You assistant coaches have made the right choice once again. Liverpool is in the third spot of the Champions League group stages. Benfica and Fenerbahce are in front of us, but our next opponent is AS Roma. This is the formation that we'll keep running to keep Henderson in the team. Obviously, sometimes we will have to change the formation according to results and also some players being down on stamina and stuff like that. But currently he will be the only player on the center defensive midfield position. Then we'll have two center midfielders and then we have the wingers. AS Roma is the first match of the day, and so far in the Champions League group stages we have had 2 games, 2 draws, and finally I wanted the first 3 points in this group stages, and you can see they started off with a big shot hitting the post. Timo Horn tried his best to get to it, but luckily in the end they did not score. Now Benteke is on the ball looking for his teammate. He does find Coutinho over to Konoplyanka, and that is a good save from De Sanctis, who is a former goalkeeper of Galatasaray. Now Coutinho once again on the ball, passing it over to Pereira. Pereira back to Coutinho. He does see our striker making a run, but Benteke is just so close to getting it, but in the end he misses the header. Coutinho again, he's taken over in this match. He's passing it to Pereira, who tries a long shot, and then Benteke tries to follow up, but it does not work out. So far Coutinho with the most touches in the first half. He's passing it over to Sturridge. Sturridge looking for space. He does get in there. Pass it to Coutinho. And that shot is once again saved by De Sanctis. So in the first half we had a load of chances. AS Roma only with 1 chance. And now James Milner is joining in. I like to call him like that. I don't know why, but I've seen it in the comments somewhere. Someone just called him James Milner, and I laughed my ass off. I don't know why, but I really thought it was funny. So James Milner is joining into the game, and let's see what he can do. Maybe he can get our team moving forward. But AS Roma coming up with 2 chances in a row at the start of the second half. Edin Dzeko is their striker. He's very dangerous, especially from these crosses, so I have to take care of those. Henderson though, now with the pass to Pereira. Pereira to James Milner. He looks to cut inside. He does so. Actually loses the ball, but gets a penalty in the 75th minute, which we did not really deserve. But it's Christian Benteke into the top left corner. That makes it 1-0 for Liverpool in front of their home fans. And it was time. It seriously was finally time to score that goal, because we had so many chances. And Timo Horn was trying to do his best to keep the clean sheet for our team. Konoplyanka now with a bad pass. Kostas Manolas on the ball, passing it to Edin Dzeko. The centre back I was trying to buy sets up the goal for Edin Dzeko. 1-1, and again a draw. I could not take this anymore. I honestly don't know how I conceded this one. I was so upset, but I made some changes and I still had 1 more chance in the 90th minute. And here we go. You can see Pereira on the ball. He gets fouled, and this is the last chance. Konoplyanka, no, you are not taking this. You started that attack for AS Roma. James Milner will take it 29 yards out. No, sadly guys, I have to tell you, it's another draw for Liverpool at this point, and that sucks. I honestly can't take any more draws, and it's just so bothering me that my team is playing so well in the attack especially, but they're just not getting the finish in there. But here we go. This is the formation I have to use for the next game, because like I said, I have a lot of people dropping out on stamina issues, or the formation is not working and I have to try something new. And this is actually the first FIFA in which I have not yet found my personal formation. In FIFA 15, you guys know my formation, and I've been able to destroy any team with that one. But now in this match, we are using a 4-4-2 formation against Everton, and these are the two teams that do have the best defenses in the league, and that is a good match right there. We have to go ahead and keep the clean sheet against Everton. This is their starting lineup. Their defense is consisting of Coleman, Murray, Stones and Baines, and hopefully we can just get past them and score some goals, especially now that it's a derby match, the Merseyside derby. It's very important to get a good result. But starting off in the 34th minute, I got to the ball, but still, the referee decided to give a free kick in a very dangerous position, and it is now Deulofeu taking it for them. But Timo Horn gets to it, and it is still 0-0 in the 35th minute. Moving on though, finally we are starting off our own attack. Christian Benteke does see Daniel Sturridge getting past the defender, but no, he gets taken down, and that is a very dangerous attack stopped by Everton, and it only costs them a yellow card. So he's still in the game. It's not a red card because it was pretty much very far out, and it wasn't a clear goal chance. But now KLOPP in the 59th cutting inside, finally doing something for this team, and there is Howard getting that save in. And KLOPP, we'll have to talk about this guy at the end of this episode. You guys don't have to decide on something considering him. But Henderson now with the corner kick. It lands in front of Klein. The goalkeeper is out. But what a save from Howard. I mean, come on. How did you get to that one? I honestly thought that was for sure a goal. 65th minute. Great passing play. Counter-attacking our opponent. Daniel Sturridge is through one-on-one against the keeper, but he decides to pass it over to Christian Benteke to make sure that we do get that first goal in. And these two have been working together really well. I feel like the only formation in which we can actually score goals is this one with two strikers up front, because it just feels so much better to have Benteke and Sturridge working together instead of Sturridge only trying to work for Benteke, who is in the striking position. But here we go, another chance. Benteke with the pass to Sturridge this time. He does have to wait, but he will take the shot with his right foot. I would have preferred him to take that one with the outside of his left foot. But now we are already in another attack. Coutinho, the man of the match in the last episode, he did so well, is trying to get something in there, and there is another shot coming in from Benteke. But that's it. Only one goal, but that one goal is enough to get the 3 points against our rivals in the Merseyside derby, and that is, as always, a pleasure. Goodbye Everton. 3 points for Liverpool, and Timo Horn is actually the man of the match in this one. But also, in my opinion, Daniel Sturridge and Benteke did a great job in this one. I'm really happy with their performances as well. But here you can see we are still training Lingard. He's getting closer to be a 70 rated player, and Markovic is also still improving. Maybe I might stop training him very soon, but I'll have to decide on that one. Divock Origi is coming up with a message, and he wants to speak to me about something. He's not really happy, and he is kind of homesick. Home is so far away. That's the thing that he says me. Just come up to me and say that you want more money. Like, come on, Origi, we know each other. If you want more money or a higher squad role, just let me know, man. You're a 79 rated beast. I know that you have a lot of potential in you, and we can just talk this out, man. You just have to be honest and tell me that you want a new contract. Right here we played with the reserves team against Reading in the Capital One Cup at home. Andrade scored and Roberto Firmino. So Vito Andrade is slowly getting in there, and he is getting some playing time. But Divock Origi is happy to stay after the new contract offer he got with 80k wages, I believe, and also important first team player, as he is getting enough playing time for such a role. I just decided to offer it to him because obviously we want to keep him in the team. He is one of the biggest talents in here, so let's just try and keep a good relationship between us. But there's another game to be simmed because we have an important game coming up after that, and I was actually surprised that my team wasn't able to win against Watford. Yes, I know it was the reserves team, and yes, Origi scored, And also Roberto Firmino scored again, so he is performing as well. But here we had a lot of good talents joining into the youth academy, a lot of players up to 94 potential, so let's see what happens with them. But Oscar Lingard, the future of Liverpool, is now 70 rated, and I'm just waiting for him to become older because I want him to turn 17 and actually become a taller player. Joaquim Magellan, 92 to 94 potential, and he's already 6'2" tall, and he's a winger, so that is actually not really too good. I don't need my wingers to be very tall. 6'2" is like, I mean, that's a bit too tall. He might actually be playing in another position, but who knows. Right now he looks to be the better talent out of these two because Oscar Lingard is still only 5 foot tall. He needs to improve, or else we'll have to sell him as a good talent, as a good end product to some team out there, which would suck because we have been training him for a long time. But here we have it. We have a Champions League match coming up. Liverpool with 3 points, Benfica with 4 points, and Fenerbahce with 7 points. And our next opponent is, you guessed it, Fenerbahce. Nikola Maximovic is now an 83 rated player. Coutinho went up to an 85. Finally, he's growing again. Coutinho, good job, mate. But Daniel Sturridge also now 85 rated. Same with Christian Benteke. So this month actually was insane for the growth in our team. We now have 3 beasts on the 85 rating: Benteke, Sturridge and Coutinho. And then we have Konoplyanka and Markovic on the wings, which is something we might need to change. I actually love Markovic, but Konoplyanka, I'm just not getting into it as much as I would like to. He's just not as good as I expected him to be. In real life, I love the guy. Here he's setting up Christian Benteke. Could he score here to get him the assist? No, Coutinho gets the... What? Oh, okay, that was a foul against us. Okay, I just thought I was getting a penalty in that position, which would have been ridiculous. But Markovic with some good dribbling, passing it to Sturridge. Sturridge is cutting inside, passing it to Coutinho, who makes it 1-0 for Liverpool against my beloved Fenerbahce. It does hurt me, but it does also make me very happy that finally we might be getting the 3 points. Yes, the AS Roma match also started off this way, so just because of that, I knew I had to score a second goal. But Ozan Tufan, the Crystal Palace legend, is taking a shot right here, and he is not hitting the target, or better said, Timo Horn is denying him. Ozan Tufan now with the pass to Diego. Diego is cutting inside, looking for some space, and he tries his luck with his left foot, and Timo Horn luckily didn't have to get to it. It was a big chance for Fenerbahce, but now we had to make some changes. Firmino, Milner and Pereira joining in. Markovic, Coutinho and Henderson going out. I was looking for that second goal. 82nd minute. It is Klein on the right hand side. He does cut inside. He has a lot of space in front of him. He does see Daniel Sturridge in the middle. Could he score once again? This time with his right foot. And he rifles it into the top left corner. And that makes it 2-0. And finally, I'm sorry, but we are getting the 3 points against Fenerbahce. I'm really sorry, Fener, but I just needed these 3 points for my team and for my assistant coaches. We had to get these in order to be able to get into the next round of the knockout stages. If we would have lost this game, it would have been terrible for us, because Benfica could have run away with the second spot, Fenerbahce with the first spot, but instead of that, we are now catching up again. Liverpool in the 5th spot in the BPL, 2 points behind Everton, who are in that 4th spot. And in the Champions League, we now are still in the 3rd spot, but with 6 points, and we still have a game against Benfica, so we could take over them. And we also have a game against the really weak side of Roma so far in the Champions League group stage. But here is the question for you assistant coaches: should we sell Konoplyanka in the January transfer window? I personally think he hasn't performed at all. He has played like 16 games this season, 1 goal, 1 assist, and only like 6.5 average average rating or something like that. Yeah, right here you can see it. I've been watching this guy in real life for such a long time now. When he was playing for Dnipropetrovsk, I think that's the name, I really was watching him and I was always thinking to myself, why is no one buying this kid? He is insane. But sadly in this FIFA, I just don't know, he doesn't feel like the player that he should be. And I think you guys have to decide now, assistant coaches, should we sell KLOPP in the January transfer window for someone better in the left mid position, because there's a lot of options out there, and I've already seen a lot of people saying I should buy Royce now that Klopp has joined Liverpool, and obviously that is a big rumor out there that he wants to get Royce to Liverpool. I would welcome it, but that would cost us a lot, but in the game we can make it happen. So go ahead and tell me if you want KLOPP to leave or not. The man of the match this episode is obviously Daniel Sturridge again.